Welcome back to Short Times. Today I'm going to walk you through the film Secret Society of Second-Born Royals from 2020, directed by Anna Mastro. So, here we go. The film begins in Illyria, Europe's smallest kingdom, with Samantha, the royal family's second daughter. She is not considered like a princess because she is not the family's eldest daughter. However, her older sister Eleanor always gets whatever she wants. To make matters worse for Samantha, her father, King of Illyria, died in an aircraft disaster along with his brother. As a result, Samantha's mother, Catherine, became heir to the throne and took charge of the country. Eleanor will turn 18 in a few weeks and will be crowned Queen of Illyria to replace her mother. Samantha's presence is never taken into account in the family. However, Samantha is a typical kid who spends her time with her best friend Mike, the son of a groundskeeper in the palace. Since the country has adopted a monarchy system, Samantha and his friend conduct an anti-monarchy campaign by playing rock music on the streets and garnering people's attention. Meanwhile, cops seek to divert their attention. Samantha and her buddy Mike are later arrested. She is then sent to her mother in the palace, where she explains that people are dissatisfied with the political system. However, Catherine disputes this, claiming that they are only a minority. The scene shifts to a high-security jail designed particularly for the world's most notorious criminal. Two guards are seen delivering lunch to a man identified as inmate 34. He discovers a capacitor hidden within an apple and connects it to a device that allows him to remove the neck cuff. Later, he regains his strength and utilizes his superpowers to burst through the door and flee the facility. At the Samantha time, Mike and Samantha are practicing for their show inside the palace in a music studio. Meanwhile, later, Mike invites Samantha to the Bramblebone concert, to which she agrees. He is amazed and puzzled when Samantha detects the garlic naan smells he ate 2 days ago in his mouth. Samantha discovers her and her father's old belongings the following day and remembers her father used to call her snowflakes because he loved her so much. She goes to the pre-event that night for Eleanor's coronation, when she suddenly recalls that she had told Mike that she would attend the party with him. She tells her mother a lie, then quickly adopts a rockabilly persona and catches up with Mike. They cannot enter the building, since none of them has an ID card. Fortunately, they come across the workman at the back door, and Samantha somehow manages to see the guy entering the DOOR S passcode from a distance, which surprises Mike. They then enter the building and enjoy the party, when Samantha suddenly becomes sensitive to every sound in the club, including heartbeats and bug buzzing. She is both uncomfortable and dizzy, so she activates the fire alarm to end the concert. As a result, they are arrested once again. They are discharged the following day and picked up by their parents. Meanwhile, Catherine tells Samantha that she needs to enroll in summer classes to make up for skipping her history test. Samantha attends summer school with January, who is eagerly pleasant, Matteo, who is shy and socially awkward, Tuma, who is egotistical and popular, and Roxana, who is social, networking, and pompous. Professor James Morrow, their teacher, reveals that they are not there for summer school, but to be prepared to join the Secret Society of Second-Born Royals, a society of super-powered individuals dedicated to safeguarding the world and serving the many monarchies. Meanwhile, Morrow reveals to them that he has the capacity to multiply himself, and that Catherine is also a member, which astonishes Samantha. Catherine informs her that her sister Eleanor is not to be aware of the society, and Morrow instantly puts them to training. Samantha realizes her increased senses are the result of her powers waking. Roxana discovers she can become invisible. Tuma has mental persuasion. January can briefly assume other powers, and Matteo can manage bugs. As they hone their abilities, they grow closer and begin to open up, with Tuma admitting that his powers have made him conceited, Matteo realizing that he has a place where he belongs after feeling ignored, Roxana realizing that there is more to life than having many followers, and January revealing that she has a twin brother who she feels pressured by due to him being seconds older than her. The next day, Samantha approaches her mother, who surprisingly shows her an underground headquarters where a lot of unique stuff is stored there. One of them is a DNA-based nano device that can target specific people with specific genetic sequences. Following day, Samantha misses a concert with Mike due to a failed simulation. She spends her time with her new friends, who cheer her up and help her prepare for the forthcoming coronation. Meanwhile, Mike discovers Samantha with January and feels she has abandoned him. Following that, inmate 34, who escaped from the prison earlier, attacks the group, and Samantha follows him after hearing him call her snowflake, a word that her father used to call her. Morrow is severely wounded during a chase in the woods, but January saves Samantha by removing inmate 34's powers. Morrow is in the hospital, and Samantha requests to see inmate 34 from Catherine, later discovering that he is in fact Edmund, her uncle. He reveals that he killed his brother because he wanted to take down the monarchy and have the people of Illyria be citizens rather than subjects. Samantha begins to reevaluate her relationship with Eleanor when it becomes clear that she wants Samantha to feel free. The rest of the society agrees to attend Eleanor's coronation in Samantha's honor. On the day, however, January is found to be working with Edmund, who steals Tuma's talents and releases him once again. She wants Edmund to assassinate her brother, so that she can ascend to the throne of her kingdom. Mateo sends a bee to warn Samantha, and she approaches Mike while apologizing and explaining her secret. Samantha and Mike manage to eliminate January and reassemble the society, in order to stop Edmund from using the DNA nano device that will eliminate everyone with royal blood. Before confining him in an experimental miniature chamber, the society confronts him and battles him before trapping him in an experimental miniaturized chamber. The coronation happens with no one aware of the events. As Morrow heals from his injuries, Samantha, Mateo, Roxana, and Tuma are accepted into the society. Catherine presents the society to Eleanor, who pledges that as queen, her first order will be to incorporate parliament into their governance. January has escaped and is now challenging the society to find her. Finally, the film comes to end as they depart by jet for their next assignment.